Hello, you handsome humans. Welcome to step 16 up the Tribe Triangle, where we're going to share the number one lever of creating sustainable success with your people. This is whether it be with your family, all right, work team, community, in general, society. And that, of course, no spoiler alert here, this is going to be reinstalling our original operating system for humanity, which is Kinship. Okay, so this is the Kinship level up the Tribe Triangle. And so we talked about how it drives resiliency, and we're going to talk this week about sustainable success. And there is a host of other downstream benefits that we receive as humans and you receive as leaders of a tribe. So sustainable success, this is a long-term win. It means consistency. And this is where the rubber meets the road. We get all of our big success when we implement long-term, consistent pursuit of a shared vision, a set of shared values, which guides and navigates our decision-making process towards that vision for the future. And it also dictates how well we operate together, how transparent, collaborative, and reciprocal our behavior is. And this is all success related. It's all performance and results driving behavior. This long-term journey, which is the consistency, is really brought up by that wonderful African proverb of if you want to go, quickly go alone, right? And this is where most of society is. We want immediate gratification. We want results now. Most companies dictate their marketing schedule, Bud Light, on I want results now. What's the thing that's happening that's relevant? And so they're making decisions based on the quarter, right? Whereas really we should be looking at years, decades, generations. The Native American culture decision driver of making decisions that affect people 7 generations in the future. Like, it's time to start looking at that as a society. So how do we get there? That's the big question. And we're going to kind of circle around the kinship conversation and give us some best practices on that. Henry Ford said, the results of people moving forward together implements success happening on its own. And I think that's a beautiful overview of a very successful person, is that you don't have to like hunt down success in itself. Success is a downstream function of people who are aligned and collaborative, right? And that's really important part. When people do not have that sense of belonging, they report feelings of isolation. And that's the killer. A lot of studies done on loneliness at work. And most Americans report feeling a disconnection, a lack of belonging, and actual loneliness at work, which is where we spend most of our hours, most of our lives, doing that thing with those people. And if we don't have that sense of connection, that's really just that's a heart shot for our worldview, our meaning, our purpose. And so we need to shore that back up. And it turns out that it benefits all of us. Last week we talked about resiliency. This week it's really about success. And the long-term, large-scale studies at work show that people who have a sense of belonging have an 81% more committed view of their work and their team, a 76% increase in engagement in projects with their team, and a 16% overall improvement at work. I mean, these are just irrefutable numbers. And if anybody's actually in the business world and you're in charge of making decisions, if you can get those bumps in your numbers, you do whatever it takes. And in this case, pretty simple, right? We spent 13 weeks on that. People perform better, have higher morale, more engagement and commitment if they have a shared vision they can move towards. It drives morale. It drives that sense of inspired humanity. So tribe leaders, get clear on what that aspirational vision is and then share it. And it's not something you can do once. This is not one and done. These are all skills that need to be sharpened and they need to be recommitted to. So that vision is, you need to share this with your people at a cadence that gets results. And a lot of times when things are bumpy and they're dark and things are scary and we're having a lot of change, you need to increase the cadence of sharing what that vision is, because people need to hear it from you. The second one, obviously, is our shared set of values. And a lot of times we need to intentionally model those values. And a lot of times we're just going through life. We're working, in our jobs as opposed to on our jobs. And leaders, sometimes when you are creating or living by value-based decisions, it's important to get more transparent about that so that people can really see what you're modeling, and that they can also have the opportunity and receive the same benefits, to be acknowledged. Again, that drives kinship. And then lastly, of course, that shared vision, which includes what we just mentioned, transparency, which drives collaboration, and collaboration drives reciprocity. There's a possum in my yard. The dogs are bananas for it. All right, so tribe leaders, this is your marching order. If you want more sustainable success, dig down into your primary culture pillars of kinship: shared vision, shared values, shared mission, and watch success take care of itself. All right, y'all. See you out there.